Is your heavy-duty truck acting up and showing a check engine light that just won't go away? This is something you really want to pay attention to because it directly affects how your engine breathes and performs under a heavy load. When your vehicle throws the OBD2 diagnostic trouble code P02E3, it means your diesel intake airflow control system is sending a high electrical signal back to the powertrain control module. This is a common sight in the big American workhorses we see every day, like your Chevrolet and GMC trucks or those powerful Dodge and Ford models. Basically, your intake manifold has a motor-operated valve that acts like a throttle plate to regulate how much fresh air gets into the cylinders. The computer keeps a close eye on this using the mass airflow sensor to make sure every cubic inch of air matches the values stored in its memory. If the voltage at the motor control stays above 4.8 volts for too long, the system flags this code. You might notice your truck idling a bit low, or even worse, your diesel particulate filter might stop its regeneration process. When that happens, the soot just keeps building up, and you will eventually face a massive loss of power that feels like you're pulling an extra 10,000 pounds. Usually this happens because of a short to power in the wiring or a failed motor control unit itself. To fix this, you should first look for any technical service bulletins from the manufacturer to see if there is a known software update or a common part failure for your specific model year. Then get under the hood and look for any wires that are rubbing or melted near the intake manifold. If you see green corrosion on the metal pins inside the connector, use some electrical contact cleaner and a plastic brush to get them shiny again. You can also take a rag and some intake cleaner to wipe away carbon gum from the throttle plate. But whatever you do, never spray that cleaner directly into the intake because it can cause a runaway engine or damage your expensive catalysts. If the light stays on, grab a digital voltmeter and check for 12 volts at the harness while the key is on, but the engine is off. If the wiring is solid, you're likely looking at a new intake airflow motor or a powertrain control module that needs professional programming. It is not an emergency that will leave you stranded on the side of the road today, but if you ignore it, you will definitely end up with a clogged exhaust system that costs thousands of dollars to fix. Would you like me to find a specific wiring diagram for your truck model so you can start testing those circuits?